we got to talk about it, guys. We have to talk about the Trump-Zelensky sit-down meeting that has gone absolutely viral. Absolutely viral everywhere. I mean, I'm sure that this video that I'm about to show you guys has over 2 million views. Plus, you know, all of the other clips that have been floating around the internet, I'm sure have a lot more than that. But, yeah, let's dive in.
But he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering
position
on
to
this
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very
You
strong.
will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position.
I
You don't
was
have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not
cards.
playing
But
cards.
right now, you don't.
I'm
Yeah,
very
you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
the war.
millions of people.
You think
You're
you-
gambling with World War
What
III.
what you
You're
speaking
gambling
about?
with
What are you
World
speaking
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States
what
of
are you speaking
America
about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's
Can I-
in big
can-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn
We-
good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if
West
you
speaking?
didn't
You
have our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this, I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times thank you to American people.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on out here. I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't,
you're
please,
running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I wanted this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But
But
you're
I
saying
said,
you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That
It
wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
nation- It
That was
wasn't
with
you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
But this
That
is
was
your,
with,
this
that
is
was with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
Yeah, so that was a fiery exchange there. And of course, mainstream media are absolutely losing their minds over this. And I will say this. Trump is a better man than I am. I can honestly say that. Because had I had been sitting where Trump was sitting, same situation, J.D. Vance, vice president, Zelensky sitting on the other side of me, oh boy, I would have said a lot more than that. You ain't got the cards. Bro, without us, you're getting destroyed. You're cooked. So either we get this deal done now, or fuck it, we're out. Do it yourself. Since you're so big and bad, since you got it figured out, do it yourself. I'll wait. You know, y'all can let me know how you feel about that. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, let me know your thoughts. But like I said, of course, mainstream media, they're losing their minds over this. Here's John Bolton, for example.
Yeah, this is really one of the most disgraceful performances that I've seen, and I think it's important to understand that, in particular, Trump and Vance own this personally. This is the kind of attack on a country that's defending itself from an unprovoked aggression, and they just unleashed on Zelensky in public. And whether they planned it or not, I don't know. I'm not that concerned with questions of etiquette. I am concerned that the president, vice president of the United States have sided with the aggressor, with, as Mike Waltz was just saying there, somebody who's trying to recreate the Russian Empire, something he's been very clear about since 2005 at least. And now you have, sadly, both Mike Waltz and Marco Rubio in the administration and apparently staying. I just say, remember, this is not the second month of Trump's tenure. This is the 50th month of his 2-year term. And this is the point when somebody does 180 degrees from understanding American allies to backing America's adversaries, that you resign.
Mark, are you saying Marco Rubio should resign?
And Mike Waltz, this is really the time to do it. If they don't get out now, I think their reputations will suffer for a long, long time. And that would be sad, because their record in believing in a strong American national security policy has been very good up until now.
So basically, they've been warmongers and on the establishment side for a long time, which Marco Rubio wasn't my favorite pick, right? But I think he has proven to be a valuable guy more recently. And I think part of that reason is because he saw what happens when you're going against Trump. Trump is not the guy that you want to go against. But I'll also play a little bit of this clip as well. Check out this one.
Well, Nicole, obviously it's a very sad day and an embarrassment for the United States on the world stage. But let's step back and analyze what's happened here.
So, a sad day in America and an embarrassment for the United States. And Trump is siding with Putin, I guess. How? Because he wants to end a war where people are dying? Like, make that make sense. And you know, and this is why I like when Trump said the whole Liz Cheney quote that mainstream media tried to twist and say that he wanted Liz Cheney to be in front of a firing squad, when he said basically it'd be different if Liz Cheney had a bunch of guns pointed at her face, right? When he was alluding to it's easy for people to call for war when they aren't the ones that have to go fight in it. It's easy. It's very, very easy to sit in your cushiony office and say, oh no, we're going to war. We're going to beat those Russians. Okay, go beat them then. Go grab a gun, go fly over there, and you get on the front lines. You have bullets whizzing past your head. You see bombs dropping. You help out your fellow comrades that have been injured. You carry them back to safety. You get your troops out of troubled waters, so to speak. while bullets are flying, whizzing past your head. You have one ripped through your own flesh. How about that? I guarantee you, if that were the case, none of these people would be saying the things that they're saying if they had to go fight on the front lines. Like, this stuff has gotten so insane. So insane. I'm about to play a clip for y'all that just absolutely blew my mind. Just blew my mind. Now, I don't know who this gentleman is, but just watch the clip.
This man is fighting for his country. A sovereign nation got invaded. His people were dying. And this motherfucker talks about him wearing a suit. I hate this fucking country.
So what he was referencing there was a reporter asked Zelensky why he refused to wear a suit in the meeting. And so that's what this gentleman is referencing here. There was a reporter that had asked Zelensky why not wear a suit. Okay, so that's what that was about right there.
I've never in my life felt like I do right now. I don't give a fuck what he wears. This man has been respectful to every leader in the world. Everybody. And you clowns want to fucking do that shit to him when he comes over here. And then talk to him like shit and kick him out of the White House. You fucking disgraceful son of a bitches.
Okay, so you get the gist of it. We don't need to watch that whole thing. Crying because Zelensky was disrespected. Crying because a beggar came to our country begging for more money instead of saying, oh, well, thank you for trying to negotiate some peace so my citizens aren't dying anymore. See what I'm saying? Like, listen, I told you, my jaw dropped when I came across that clip. It's all over social media. I've seen it several times now. My jaw dropped. What are we crying about? Because Trump wants peace? And Trump is saying, no, we're going to put the Americans first? Because Trump doesn't want to fight a war that... Why do we need to be... Why do we need to be involved? Like, we ain't got nothing to do with that. So we need to be involved in every single war if Russia is involved or China is involved or whatever. We have to be involved with that. In that. We're $30-something trillion in debt. We ain't got no money, remember? Remember when the CNN host, I showed y'all the clip yesterday. Smirkonish, I believe his name is. He said we don't have any money. But then you have people on the left that are saying that, no, we need to continue to fund this. But I'm like, with what money? With what money? Didn't Democrat, oh gosh, I always draw a blank on people's names, and I hate that. When I need it the most, I always draw a blank. What is her name? No, not Tiffany Henyard. That she deserves some criticism too. Oh, Jasmine Crockett. Didn't Jasmine Crockett say that we aren't in the business of giving out money?
We are not in the business of giving out money.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. What do you know? We're not in the business of giving out money. And she was referencing Trump and Doge sending out a Doge dividend to the taxpaying citizens of America. And she said that we are not in the business of giving away money, but yet Democrats say that we should continue to fund this war where we will be giving away money. Am I confused here? Like, is there a misunderstanding? Because I don't understand it. I'm quite confused. I'm lost. These folks care more about another country's soil and citizens than they do our own simply because Trump said it. That's it. If this was a Democrat, if this was Joe Biden or Kamala or Hakeem Jeffries saying any of this that Trump was saying, if Hakeem Jeffries or Kamala did what Trump did yesterday, Democrats would all be clapping. See, they stood up for America. That's how you do it. But because Trump said it, it's all of a sudden a terrible, no good, very bad thing. That Trump said, no, we're not giving you any more money. We've already given you $350 billion. The money's done. We're ending this. So either you agree to it or go back to Europe and ask them for the money. Since they support you so much, ask them to give you $350 billion more dollars. But we're done. Now, we don't want to leave you hanging high and dry. We want to negotiate some peace here. So when you want to talk peace, come holler at me. But until then, hit the dough and don't let it hit you on the way out. Trump is bad for saying that. Trump is a Putin sympathizer. He's Putin's puppet for saying that. I'm so fucking sick of our mainstream media, bro. I'm sorry for cursing, but it's the truth. Like, these people are disgusting, vile. Like, our mainstream media has got people crying over Zelensky getting kicked out of the White House. Think about that. Let that sink in for a minute. Crying because we have a president now that puts Americans first. Goodness gracious. Anyway, thanks for tuning in as always. Peace and love. I'm out.